Hello, beautiful people. I trust you're doing well. This is Dr. Saw. So, I'm going to share with you three simple things that I did in 2022 that led to personal growth in my life. I'm going to share these tips with you, and I hope you're able to put them to use for 2023 so you also be able to materialize the goals and the dreams that you want to see in your life. Don't go anywhere. So each and every one of us have something that we want to accomplish in the year. However, not all of us know how to go about it, how to, make it happen. All right. So my goal, my purpose is to be able to share with you some three things that you can do starting from today, starting from now, that would lead to growth in your life. So in life, nothing happens without starting with an intention, without starting with a goal, with a purpose in mind. So the first thing that I need you to do, my friend, this year is for you to have a goal. And you may be asking, well, I have no goal. I don't know what I want to accomplish. I don't know what I want to do this year. Well, let me put you in this hypothetical situation. So let's say you have been given the magic wand, and the instructions is that whatever that you wish happen, whatever you say will come to pass for your life. So what is going to be the first three things that you would say, or the first five things that you would say for you to be able to accomplish, for you to be able to realize that, growth in your personal life? Maybe in your case, maybe you want a promotion at a place of work, or if you want to, switch jobs, you want to move from one company to the next company, or maybe you want to even, switch career path, or you want to work on your health, you want to lose some weight, you may want to even buy a new car, or even you want to buy a new house, or get a place of your own, or even sign up for some classes, or take that certification course, or graduate, or maybe your goal may be you want to get married this year. So we all have different goals. I have my goals for 2023. Your goals is different from mine. My goals is definitely different from yours. All right. So you have to sit down and have that conversation with yourself. What do I need in my life? What do I want to accomplish in my life? So you have been able to establish the things that you want to accomplish for 2023. The next thing I want you to do is to write them down. Write it down. Look, I can't emphasize the importance of writing things down. And I'm saying this from experience. In my life, most of the things that I wrote down as goals, I saw the impact. I saw changes. I saw growth. I saw fulfillment. I saw them becoming a reality. And I'm not telling you to, write a whole book. No, that's not what I'm saying. All I want you to do, buy a notebook. You probably already have one. And just list down the things that you already have on mind. The things that you want to accomplish. List them up. List them down. Maybe number one, car. Number two, buy a house. Number three, get married. Number four, maybe, work on my diet. Number five, health. Work on my health. Be specific and make it simple. Don't, make it hard for yourself or make it so complicated that even to look at it again is a turn off for you, okay? So make it simple that you be able to understand anytime you take it, you exactly know what the goal you've set for yourself is. Because as human beings, it's easy to forget. It's easy to, lose focus. Day in and day out, we may be faced by different priorities. We may be faced by different responsibilities. So when you write the goal down, it's a way for you to be able to set it on stone. It's a way for you to be able to commit to it. If you don't write it down, it's going to be easy for you to forget. It's going to be easy for you to even lose path or to even lose focus on what you want to do. So write it down. It makes it real. Writing it down is a way even of inscripting it mentally in your mind. By writing it down, you are transforming that goal and replicating it into your mind, imprinting it into your mind. If you don't write it down, it's just a wish. It's just a dream. It's just an ambition. But when it's written down, it's set in stone. A builder, an architect will never start building without them having a plan in place. I mean, tell me of an architect that built without a plan. Then I'll tell you of a building with issues, of a building with structural, foundational, issues. So you, first of all, you need your goals. You need your plan. Write it down, okay? If you don't write it down, it's never going to happen. So write the goals down. Number 2, now take action. Execution. Execute. What do I mean by execution? Taking that idea that you've written down and now working on it, making sure that it comes to pass. It's one thing to have a goal. It's one thing to say it out. It's one thing to have conversations about it. It's another thing to write it down. Then it's also totally ball game for you to now start working on it. So take action. If you have the goals, you've written it down, but if you never took the steps that it takes for you to be able to get to accomplishing it, it's never going to happen. It will never materialize. Maybe the action that you need to take is as simple as picking up a phone and dialing that phone number, or maybe just logging in into your computer and doing that research, getting that information. Or the action you need to take is driving to meet that man or woman. The action that you may need to take is to get that schoolwork done, is to buy that book and start reading it. Maybe the action you need to take is to now go to places where you'll be able to meet your potential spouse. Maybe the action that you need to take this year is to change your habits, put a stop to it. So take action. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. There are things that you probably have never done before. You may end up speaking to some people that you probably have never done before. And what I mean by that is there may be some uncomfortable situations or things that, would put you out of your comfort zone. But don't let those situations stop you from taking the actions. As an introvert, I always like to take into account before I take an action. And if you're an introvert like myself, well, you will agree with me that we tend to struggle with that a lot. But I've also come to realize that in life, the things that I need to do, I don't always have to wait for things to line up, for the stars to line up, for everything to be perfect before I take a step. So start taking a step today. What are you waiting for? Time is running out. Take that action today. Make that phone call today. Reach out to that fellow today. Network with that individual today. Talk to your professor today. Maybe you need to work on your grade. But if you never talk to your professor, how is that going to happen? So take the necessary action that you need to take in order for you to be able to accomplish the goal that you have written down. Number 3 is staying focused. Stay focused. There are going to be difficulties. There are going to be challenges. There are going to be distractions, things that are going to be thrown at you from left, right, center, up, down, in every direction. It's not going to be easy. But don't let those challenges, those obstacles, persuade you from the direction, from the goal, from the lane that you are on, from the path to accomplishing that goal. Stay focused. Have the picture of the end in mind. Start with the end in mind. How would it feel like if you're wearing your graduation gown? How would you feel like with that ring on your finger? How would you feel like if you're to walk in that house with your keys in your hand? How would you feel like if you are able to drive in that car that you want? How would it feel like if you're able to get that promotion, that offer letter? How would you feel like if you're able to land that dream job? How would you feel like if you're able to, wear that beautiful dress or costume or that attire or that pants that you always want to wear? How would you feel like? So have the picture of the goal in mind. When you have it in mind, it's going to give you that drive for you to commit to it. So stay focused. And I'm going to share my own experience with you. Last year, there was one of the goals. I needed to work on a project. So I contracted a vendor to help me. I paid him to do the job, remitted a payment. And after the payment was made, he was nowhere to be found. I couldn't get hold of him. He ghosted me. Yes, he made away with the money. I'm just saying, saying as it is. He made away with the money. It was disappointing. It was, depressing. Think of all the negative words that you can think about with someone in this position. I mean, I felt let down. I felt, lied to, all of that. I could have channeled my energy. I could have channeled my goals to focus on him. And that would have shifted my attention from the overall goal that I wanted. I could have done that. But instead, I did not focus on him. I said, look, I'm going to focus on the goal. This is why I'm going. This is what I want to accomplish. And nothing is going to distract me from it. Though there's a current challenge at hand that I need to take care of. But in the current moment, I'm going to put it on hold. I will address it later. But for now, I need to commit. I need to stay focused on that dream. So I went ahead, looked for another vendor. Thank God, in the case, I had the means to be able to secure another vendor. Got another vendor and was able to get a job done. And I was able to realize that goal. All right. So that's a perfect example of how not to allow challenges, not to allow circumstances and issues stop you from accomplishing the goal. So you have to stay focused. It has to stay focused. There are going to be reasons why you have to drop from that class. There are going to be reasons why you have to stop that business. There are going to be reasons why you have to quit on that relationship. There are going to be reasons why you have to give up on that goal. Yes, valid reasons. But however, if you know this is what you really, really want to do, and if you know this is what would really make you happy, then commit to it. Stay focused on it. Don't look right. Don't look left. When a hunter sets out to the wild to hand down a game, an animal, I don't think they would be able to get a game or get an animal, whatever the target is, if they go in the wild and they are distracted. They have the gun, but they see something passing, they easily they're distracted and they focus on something else. Meanwhile, there is an animal in sight that they can shoot down or they can take down. Okay, so that hunter is never going to be able to accomplish his goal of catching a game if they can't stay focused. And that is the mindset you need to have. Stay focused on the path. Staying focused on the goal. It's even a way to test if you're truly, truly passionate about that goal. There are going to be, failures. And that's expected. And for me, I always say there are no failures in life. Instead, there are lessons. If the thing didn't go well, if that action you took did not go well, it's teaching you something. What is the lesson you're going to take from it? What is that message you can derive from that negative circumstances to serve as a lesson learned on your next try? Okay, so stay focused on your dream. Stay focused on your goal. Commit to it. It might require, committing your finances to it. It might require committing your time to it. Maybe, taking down some time in some other areas and committing to that goal, or maybe making some adjustments in your life in order to be able to accommodate the changes that you're trying to bring in your life. You have to stay focused on it. If you never stay focused, that is never going to happen. Well, friends, as I promised, these are the 3 things that I did in 2022 that led to personal growth in my life. I'd like for you to share with me what are the things you did in 2022 that led to personal growth in your life. Let's learn from each other. Well, as I promised, I didn't sell you any product. I didn't sell you any course or, try to convince you to subscribe to something, right? So if you found value in this video and information is going to be helping you in this year, then subscribe. Subscribe to be part of this community. Like this video, share with your friends and loved ones. You never know who is going to benefit from this information. And also, I just launched a new podcast called It's Possible with Dr. Saab. If you haven't watched it, check it out by clicking on this, and you'll be able to also get some great information from there. Well, this is all I have for you today. I'll see you next time. Thank you for your time and, watching this video, and have a good day. Bye.